Good day, ma'am. My name is Chanadun Omega, and I will be presenting my G site. For the first, this is my lunch page. Mm, In lunch page, you can see my self-introduction, my BEC family, and our saint is Saint Martin de Porres, and learning content summary. And for the module one, understanding the church and the human society. In Module 2, understanding the Catholic social teaching. And for Module 3, understanding social analysis. And for the Module 4, owning the Dominican mission. Let's go for the Silo 1. In Silo 1, you can see my prayer and my benedictory. In benedictory, nag-usap-usap po kami about, we chose Dominicans for our Catholic congregation because of their strong focus on preaching and teaching, the Dominican can have a deep commitment to sharing the gospel and education others. And for my predicare, ito po yung certificate na gano'n po kami nag-mastery quiz. And for self-reflection, when I think back of my trip, I realize how much my faith has influenced how I view the world. The teaching of the church, particularly the emphasis of justice, peace, and the dignity of every person, have deeply my knowledge of how interconnected we are. And something like that po. And for my silo 2, for my silo 2, you can see my Laudare. I need living the seven teaching. And I do a poem or song about CST, and we do a podcast. And for my Benedictare, be sing infographic of the seven CST. And gumawa din po kami ng ito po. And for my predicare, ito nga po ulit, nag-ano po kami, mastery quiz po. And for my self-introduction, ano po to, I was able to think more truthfully on the idea I know to uphold for other people. After reading a poem about the seven Catholic social teaching themes, it clarify for me the significance of this idea and how they advance service, compassion, and justice. And ayun po. And for the Silo 3, here's my Laudare. Uh, I create a prayer about the victim of sexual and harassment. We have a activity that we view a documentary about sexual harassment of poor people. Ang pinanood po namin doon is kung paano po nawalan ng karapatan yung mga mahihirap na ipagtanggol ang kanilang sarili kasi kasi nga yun nga po mahirap po sila. Sa Benedicere, we do podcast again. And for my predicare, ah tawag, yun nga po, master request po. And for my self-reflection, going through this module really opened my eyes to how hard it is deal with social issues. Ayun nga po, about sa ano po to, about social issues po. Gawa po na ang hirap po ipaglaban ng sarili pag mahirap. Let's go for the Silo 4. For my Silo 4, um, ayan po, nag-video po ako ng about prayer. And we do Facebook page and ito po yung ano namin, pinost po namin, Mastery Quiz, Predare, ng self-reflection. Ang Disilo naman po ay deeply engaged with the historical and contemporary mission of the Dominicans, particularly through the lens of the Salamanca process. This journey allowed me to rediscover the bold and prophetic voice of the Salamanca father, Father Pedro de Car Cordoba. And that's it. And let's go for my Silo 5. For my Silo 5, Laudare, ano po, participate of the sending of mass and pinning ceremony. Ito po. Ito po yung naging sponsor ko or guidance. And for my Pendicare, we do sharing po in week 1 and 2 about what happened in our social community, uh, about sa task na pinagawa po in a week 3 and 4. And we go to requirement. Ito po yung requirement namin sa local checklist in sign endorsement letter, sign acceptance letter with dry seal. Yung dry seal po namin kasi hindi po klaro sa PIC pero meron po kaming copy para to make sure po. No, attendance sheet po. Ito po. Bali nga po ito. Maaga po kami natapos po. Kaso nga lang po nagkaroon ng problema sa copy ng ano namin po ng Google site. Yung certificate of completion with dry seal. Ito naman po. And let's go to parish information. Bali, ang pinili po namin parish is Our Lady of Remedies Parish, in Malate Catholic Church. Name of the parish, Our Lady of Remedies Parish. Located po ito sa Del Pilar, Malate, Manila. Name of the parish priest, Reverend Father Leo Destor. With some our picture. In week 1, first visit at Madre Ignacia. Here's my encounter. My first encounter at the Paris was truly meaningful and eye-opening experience. Bali po kasi dito, hindi first time ko rin po kasi mag ganto tumulong sa ibang tao. Hindi naman yung tulong na tulong. Tapos parang medyo nainganyo po ako. Yung mga lumalapit na tao ay talagang hindi naman sa walang kakayahan. Wala lang talaga po silang mapagkuhanan. So, is my reflection. Social reality I witnessed during my first encounter at the parish, I was exposed to the reality of poverty and the silent struggle many people face just to get by each day. While we were when we were there, to help distribute food, I could help but notice a deeper need beyond that physical hungry. What truly struck me was how poverty quietly affect not only the body but also the spirit and the sense of dignity of those we serve. Bali po, hindi lang po siya gutom, physically na gutom. Nawawalan din po sila ng focus, tiwala, lalong-lalo na sa taas. Detailed description of what I saw. Ito nga po, children clinging to their parents. Madami po doon tawag dito. Ayan po, mother and father who look physically tired but remaining thankful while experiencing gratitude as they receive the food. Hmm, important facts about this experience. The parish feeds dozens of people early, providing not just meal but a sense of belonging and support. Root cause I identified. From what I observed, one of main cause of the situation is economic inequality and lack of sustainability job. For the Catholic teaching, these encounters connect deeply with two key. The first one, referential option for the poor and vulnerable. And the second, life and dignity of the human person. And for my action, I made this pagkain, pag-asa at dignidad. Ang pinapano naman dito, to support vulnerable individual through consistent food, assistance, and activities that uphold their dignity and promote long-term empowerment. So, for the week 2, second visit at the Madre Ignacia. And this is my encounter. The second week. Po dito na I was even more amazed by how well organized everything was. Volunteered, knew the beneficiaries by name. Kasi matagal na po nilang ginagawa to at yun nga po, may dalawa po kasi silang pinagbabansilan. Beneficiary tsaka outsider po. Bali yung beneficiary po, yun po yung mga nakalista at galing sa sa bayan na yun. Ah, at yung mga outsider naman po, yun po yung mga hindi po siya sa bayan na yun. Yung mga pumupunta lang po doon kasi alam nila may feeding program. Here's my wait. Reflection, social reality. Ito naman po yung second visit namin na eyewitness. Once again, the reality poverty but this time I also saw how compassionate organization can make huge difference in people lives. Na-amaze lang din po kasi ako nito na marami din tumutulong na nakikita ko. So detailed description of what I saw. Beneficiary were greeted warmly, showing trust and familiarity between them and the volunteers. Bali, ang warm po ng pag-welcome nila sa amin kahit bago kami doon. Hindi po kami na left out sa sa community. Talagang winelcome po nila kami. Ayun po sa detailed description of this. So, Some important facts about this experience. The parish feeding nga po program is highly organized, allowing smooth, dignified, and distribution of food. Maayos po, walang lamangan, wala din po malalamangan. Sa root cause, Catholic social teaching, this experience clearly reflect essential principle of Catholic social teaching. Life and dignity of human person. And by action, gawa ko rin po ito ulit na and celebration of love, handog pagmamahal, no one left behind, feeding and support program. Bali dito po to support and uplift vulnerable individuals by providing food, personal connection, and compassion care, while ensuring that no one is left behind. Ito po yung rational, general objective, and specific objective. And target beneficiaries. In week 3, sorry for my voice ma'am kasi ang dami ko pong silang. Third week. During our third week visit to the parish, we spend time with the children. Bale, nangyari po kasi nung third week na visit po namin. Ito po yung nag-organize po kami sa loob ng pakain. At dumalaw din po kasi yung nagsabay po yung matanda at bata. Bale, yung ginawa ko po dito sa unang picture, nakita nga po na nilinis po yung buong buong venue. Tapos second peak, pinapray po namin ni mother yung mga bata. At meron po ako sa dito na medyo natuwa ako kasi merong isang bata na gustong-gusto mag-pray, magbasa ng prayer. And the third peak, ito na po yung nag-assist kami. And the fourth peak. And social reality ay witness. Ito nga po yun. Na daw dito, kahit may mga batang nagugutom, nawawala ng pag-asa. Meron po yung mga batang may pangarap pa rin eh. Na feeling ko dati yung mga batang nasa kali hindi masyadong active at hindi masyadong na ano sa mga letters, magbabasa ganun. Eh, meron pa rin po pala mga batang maalam magbasa kahit nasa lansangan na sila. At marami pong gustong mag-aral. And detailed description of what I saw. Ito nga po yun. And that's it. My action, a child support spiritual formation program. Every positive world, every warm hug becomes a stepping stone to a bring future. Ginawa ko po ito kasi talagang naengganyo po akong tumulong kung sakali mapagbibigyan ng pagkakataon sa mga bata na may pangarap. Ito po yung program description, objective, target beneficiaries, program activities. Let's go for the week 4. And for the week 4, on our last visit, ito nga po yan. Kakabalik lang po galing sa bakasyon. and we provide food. Bumili po kami ng pwede namin ibigay na galing sa bulsa namin kahit konti lang. Gaya ng juice, tsaka tinapay, tsaka biscuit. And etong last week na to, hindi namin expect na meron ding darating na biyaya galing sa isang tao na nag-donate din ng pagkain para sa lahat. Okay. Social reality I witnessed. During our final visit in Madre Ignatius Parish, I was once again reminded of the deep social inequality that exists in our community. What stood out to me was not only the hunger the people experience, but also how poverty limits their ability to live with security, comfort and dignity, even in their joy. Uh, ang napansin ko po kasi nung thankful na po sila na may nare-receive sila at mas naging thankful pa sila nung dumami yung biyaya na dumating nung araw na yun. Kaya makita mo talaga sa mata nila at may engganyo ka talagang tumulong. Detailed description what I saw. Elderly beneficiary smiling widely as they received the snacks we bought. Medyo naiyak din po ako nung last day kasi nga to. Hindi ko alam na ganun nila ma-appreciate kung binigay namin. Na kahit konting bagay lang po yun, malaking bagay na po sa kanila. Yun po yung important facts about this experience. The parish regularly serve both children and elderly beneficiary who depends on the feeding program for their daily uh, nourishment. And for the outside volunteer often joy showing how community support can multiply the parish effort. And for the root cause they identified based on what I witnessed and what the volunteer shared, the core cause of their situation is systemic poverty and lack of social support. Many of the elderly have a low steady income of family. Meron po kaming, meron din po akong nakausap na mangilan-ngilan po na tinatanong ko kung taga saan po sila. At meron po mga nagkwento na diyan lang kami, may bahay din naman ako, may anak din naman ako kaso may pamilya na daw po kasi anak niya. At ang kinikita lang po ng anak niya, sakto lang po para sa pamilya niya. Kaya ang ginagawa po ni nanay at saka ni tatay, yun nga po, lumapit sila doon para maging para maging beneficiary. Nakakalungkot mong isipin na may pinalaki ka pero hindi ka natutulungan. Hindi ko naman sinasabing papalakihin ka para in the future, tutulungan mo. Pero yun na lang po yung ac- action mo na maibalik kung ano mong naitulong sa'yo na magulang. And for my action, pamahagi ng pagmamahal, pagkalinga program. Para po to sa mga nanay, ay hindi lang naman para sa mga nanay, para sa lahat. Ito po yung program description, objective of the program, target beneficiary, activities of the program, expected outcome, and my action as a volunteer. And for the social analysis. In week 1 and 2, poverty, silence, struggle, and love for the family. Ano po, during our first and two weeks of the parish, I was deeply exposed to the painful and often hidden reality of poverty. On the first week, while preparing and distributing for food, bali na-assign po kasi ako dun sa pag-distribute ng pagkain sa mga sa mga tao na pupunta. At hindi wala pong ideya o kaalam-alam na dalawa pong klase yun na merong outsider at merong beneficiary. Bale, ang nangyari nun, nagkaroon po ako ng problem kasi hindi ko po alam na outsider yung nabigyan ko. So, bali nagkapalit yung isang baonan kasi nagdadala po sila ng baonan, yung mga beneficiary, bali yung mga outsider, magdadala din sila pero yung mga wala po talaga hindi mabibigyan. Binibigyan man po sila pero pinaghihintay. And for the week 3, ito nga po yung children without guidance, protection, and presence. Ito po yung nakihalubilo kami sa mga bata, nagbasa yung mga bata ng prayer. Hindi po maiwasan yung kulit ng bata kasi bata, lalong-lalo na pag nasa laking kalye. Iba talaga yung ugali sa laking kalye, sa laki ng kalinga ng magulang, sa mga may bahay. Pero hindi pa rin nawawala po yung respeto nila. Nandun pa rin po. Nakikinig pa rin sila sa mga sinasabi ng mga matatanda. Kaya ang sarap tumulong. No week 4, need a humanity. Kailangan po talaga natin tumulong. Kung meron man sobra, why not? Ito po, when one elder, Tatay Joe, told me that they were lucky to have us. Bali, meron po kasi doon isang tatay na natutuwa. Hindi ko alam na ano, hindi ko naman alam na tawag dito. Hindi dahil sa maraming pagkain, kundi may naibigay lang po kami. For the just theological reflection, social analysis, economic inequality. Throughout our 4-week immersion at the Paris feeding program, I witnessed how deeply economic inequality affect the daily lives of the poor. In week 1, I saw the silent struggle of families who lined up for food, elder with tired bodies, parents who had not eaten, and children who hungry shone in their eyes. By week 2, I noticed that even though poverty was constant, families continued to fight for survival out of love for one another. Many relied on the program not out of laziness, but because their job were unstable. Yun nga po, yung iba nangangalakal po. Tapos yung iba talaga wala po talaga. Wala po talagang makuhanan kasi nga po. Yun, quality. Equality ng sa mundo. Social analysis under underfunded public. Mm. Here's for our weekly encounter also revealed how under underfunded public education. Bali, meron din pong ginagawa yung sa pinag-volunteeran namin na libreng pag-aaral ng mga bata. Bali, meron po dun yung mga nag-aaral na sinusuportahan po nila. In week 4 naman po, I understood that these children are not just hungry for food. They are hungry for opportunity, struggle, and chance at a better future. At my personal advocacy. Ito po yung may ano po, personal advocacy po. After witnessing the realities of poverty ay inequality and struggle of children and families in the parish, my personal advocacy is to promote compassion driven community support and advocate for equal access to basic needs. Gaya po ng mga bahay, pagkain, gamit, at lalong-lalo ang edukasyon. I want to be someone who not only sees the problem in society but actively responds to them through service, awareness, and kindness. My experience show me that even small action, sharing food, teaching children to pray, listening to their story, to simply being present can bring comfort and dignity to others. Yung mga nasa ano po, nasa lansangan, minsan hindi lang po pera o pagkain yung kailangan nila. Kailangan po nila ng kausap, kalinga ng mga tao, pag-unawa. Yung iba nga po mas gusto nila yung may kausap sila eh. Hindi yung kakaawaan sila.